Hey, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. It is Monday. Hey, boss. I hope everybody's week started off great. I know a lot of us are just going back to work today. Hey, Isonet. So I know it has been a little rough for some of us today, but it is okay. We are going to make it. And actually, I didn't go back to work today. I'm off today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. So I'm out here living it up. But I will be back on Wednesday. Hey, Erica. Hey, Tamika. Tamika, I haven't seen you so long. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Hey, Kim. Got 1 minute. Hey, Sharonda. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Jenny. Glad to see everybody tonight. This is our first Monday 9 at 9 for 2021. What's up? All right, it's 9 o'clock. Now, let me just give this caveat. We are going hard tonight. I'm only going to be 9 minutes because my girl, Kayla Epps, is on The Bachelor. My teammate I work with every day, she is literally on The Bachelor right now. So I got my TV on mute. I'm watching her look stunning on the show. I digress, I know, but it's Monday 9 at 9. Jonah, chapter 1, verse number 1. Jonah, chapter 1, verse number 1. Is what I'm doing tonight. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh, y'all know this story, and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed to Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee from the Lord. And so tonight I want to talk from the topic, do your Christian job. We got one job. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Sherelle. That's to do our Christian job. We all have one job, one assignment, one purpose, one calling that God has given us. At least one. Some of us have more than one. And we were born to operate in that specific calling, to do that job for the Lord, for the kingdom. It doesn't necessarily have to be in church, but it is our purpose and our calling, so that God might be glorified through us and that others might be drawn to him because of us. And so we need to understand that. We started talking about this yesterday. We're doing a prayer series at Greater Joy Butner called Conversations with God. And we talked about this prayer that Jonah had with God from the belly of the fish. But I'm rewinding a little bit to look back at how Jonah ended up in the fish. And he ended up in the fish because he did not do his Christian job. And so we're going to go hard to start 2021. We're going to talk about tonight doing our job. So what our Christian job is not. All right, here we go. First of all, our Christian job, doing our purpose, our calling, is not to worry about who is not doing their Christian job. Because we spend too much time worrying about what someone else is doing or someone else is not doing. Worrying about what somebody's doing with their kids, what somebody's doing in their marriage, what somebody's doing in their position at church, what somebody is doing, who's our manager. We spend too much time worrying about somebody else's job rather than worrying about what our job is. And the problem with that is that when I spend all my time worrying about the fact, worrying about what you are doing or what you are not doing, then I can't get anything done. That's why we can't get anything done, because we're always worried about somebody else. And can I go real hard right here? This is why many people are afraid to engage with us as Christians. I'm finna go real hard. Why people are afraid to engage with us as business people. Why people don't want to engage with us to hire us, why people don't want to come to the church to work, because we spend so much time in judgment, constantly scrutinizing others, looking at where they fall short. And then we have these unfair scales. I'm going hard on the church because I am the church today. Depending on who it is, we measure it this way. If it's somebody else, and we measure it that way. That's why people don't want to engage with us, because we're so worried about what somebody else is doing. And then even when we do manage to get a little bit of something done, it's not at the level of excellence that it could be, because see, a lot of the time we're half focused on our job and half focused on somebody else. I need somebody to tell me amen, like I am not playing tonight, because I am not playing. And it is 2021, and it is time for us to get on our job and get done what we need to get done. So first, it is not our job to worry about somebody else's Christian job. That's not our job. The second thing, and I'm about to go real rough right here, doing our Christian job, what we are called to do, is not based upon a whole lot of contingencies. Number one, whether or not it's the job that we want. Because there will be times in our lives when all of us get an assignment from God that we do not want. It'll be times when all of us get an assignment that we're not sure of, or when we get an assignment that is way far from the job that we actually desire. But if God does not give us that assignment at that time, it is not our job. And whether or not it is what we want to do does not exempt us from doing what God has said for us to do. The second thing is, it is not contingent upon our feelings at the moment. See, we get so tired when it's time for us to do our job. Now, let me make this caveat. Self-care is imperative. We must take care of ourselves. We must learn how to read the signals for when we need rest, when we need to step back, when we're overloaded, when mentally we're not in a good place. We got to read that. But there's a difference between self-care and self-indulgence. There's a difference between self-care and self-pity. There's a difference between self-care and self-coddling. Because some of us get so caught up in this self-care, we care for ourselves more than we do in the work. We ought to be in princess shape. Yeah, it's not contingent upon our feelings at the moment. We might be tired. It's also not contingent upon our own problems, because we don't get to shut down from our assignment and our calling because we got problems. I know. Just because I got something going on does not take away the responsibility that God gave me. It's also not, we're going to be going through some stuff sometimes, and we're going to have to operate. I was talking to our team yesterday at Greater Joy, and I said, when it comes to ministry, when it comes to what God has called me to do, I got to be like a robot. I got to be like a machine. When it is time for me to do what God has called me to do, to operate in my calling, then I just got to operate. I don't have time to worry about all what I'm feeling at the moment. If everything is exactly how I want it to be, I don't get to shut down and do that. Not that God is going to call me to operate in dysfunction, but God is also not going to allow me to shut down because every little thing ain't good with me all the time. It's not contingent upon whether or not it's a job we want, our feelings at the moment, our own problems, whether or not we're happy. And also, it's not contingent upon who we have to do it for. You are going to have to do your assignment for people you don't like. You are going to have to do your job for people who you are angry with at the moment. You are going to have to do your job for people who have misused you. As we say in the country, for people that you don't sit horses with. It does not matter. Y'all don't have to be the best of friends. You have one Christian job. I have one Christian job. The other is who you have to do it with. Listen, no work, I got to go quick, I'm almost out of time. No work is done completely alone. And sometimes the partnerships that we must engage in to get the work done are ones that we would not choose or ones that we would not prefer. And the God told me to tell the people tonight, work with who God sends. Get it done. What did I call you to do, Kim? Do what I called you to do. Stop worrying about everybody else. Stop worrying about everything being perfect. Stop worrying about in every feeling, every pain, everything that goes wrong with you. If I have called you to do it and I have given you the strength at the moment to do it, get it done. When you're in worship, your job is to worship. When you have children, your job is to parent. When we're married, our job is to minister in marriage. When we are entrepreneurs, our job is to make it happen. When we're ministry leaders, our job is to lead. When we're church members, our job is to come to church, to serve, to love, to fellowship, to participate. And when we're ministers, our job is to minister. Get it done. We will never get another job, much less the job that we want, until we finish the job that God has assigned. Get it done. All of us have at least one Christian job, and the word from God today for me and for you is to get it done. Stop letting everything get in the way. Stop letting everything stop us. Stop letting every roadblock be the one that stops all of the progress. Stop letting every emotion, every conversation, every misunderstanding be a deal breaker. You got one Christian job. 2021, Monday 9 at 9. I'm PK from Greater Drum Butner. I love you. Get your stuff done.